All right, okay. So, unfortunately, I didn't record this because I didn't expect to like actually get like the results I got. Like I was gonna be, it was gonna be quick. It's gonna be kind of like here, this is it. But it turned out to be quite the learning experience. But as you can see, it turned out really nice. I've actually edited it already and actually made it into a 3D printable object. I'll go over that real quick. But oh yeah, it's turned out really nice. So let's go over some bits and pieces here. So right now, this right here isn't supposed to really be here. These little pegs right here. But of course, you know, like if it's something real, like it's an object, it's not going to be able to hold, it's not going to be able to float. So I needed something to connect. Also, when it's painted black and everything, you won't really see it too much or notice it. So what I have here is, let's go over the pieces here. Let's do this. I'm going to expose. So here are the pieces. All the pieces to this right here. See? So you got the sandies real quick. I go back to put it back together. That's kind of cool, right? So if you see this here, take it apart, whoop, and back. All right, so it's a lot of pieces, but it's very well done. I might make a sample. I might upload. I'm gonna cut this in half and make it to like a magnet for people to like download. But I'm gonna keep this one for like myself. It was a lot of work. Certain pieces. So let's go turn dynamic on. So we got the pegs right here. That's for the spikes. Let's turn dynamic on. There it goes. So you can see we got the spikes right there, right? Let's go down the list. Right here. So we got the little cubes, the little connectors for the spikes right there. All right. So right here we got the little connector cubes along the inside part right there. Got the stand right there. All right. We got. All right. Wait. Did I already do those? Oh, I didn't delete. Oh, see, gotta make sure. Good thing I'm doing this. I'm gonna delete that real quick. I don't need that. That's the that was the subtraction boolean piece, basically making all the little cuts and things like that. It's like a cookie cutter into the model. All right. Then I have the back piece right here, as you can see right here. All right. The front piece. It's a lot of pieces. As you can see, these spikes are supposed to fit into those little diamond things right there. All right. I purposely had the spikes cut into the model just because, you know, they can't float on their own. So boom, right there. Looks pretty nice and clean. I hope it's correct. I hope it's accurate. This model is accurate. It's just really hard to see from the reference images that they like from the trailer. Didn't sound like I had like close-ups of this. I know certain details are missing, but overall, when it's painted and everything, you wouldn't really be able to tell too well. Let's see. What else is there? There's the base, the bungee base right here. I went through a few different sizes before I like that base. So see, the peg will fit in right there. Um, let's see. Got the little pegs that'll fit into between these two spikes right here. What else? I got, see right there? They got the little peg piece right there, the peg that connects to the body right there. Got that. And then I got this right here. Now, the reason why I split this in half is because since I'm using an FDM printer, or is it FFF printer? I get those mixed up a little bit. So it deposits plastic. Fuse filaments. Oh, whatever. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. It doesn't really do best with support material unless I use a dissolvable filament or material and using a dual extruder printer. So I had to edit it this way. It's going to be the best quality, really, since I cut the model this way. Got the top part of the spikes right there. I'm just kind of going over it. It's kind of cool to see this dynamic kind of look right here. I got those right there. As I said before, if I had these spikes right here as one piece, it would be terrible with printing. It would be a nightmare. Like I had to do a lot of cleanup, but the way I made it here should be quick and easy. Almost no support material needed for this. Very little, and it'd be much better quality. All right, what else? Oh, and this is the bounding box right here. This box right here is meant to like help with the exporting into the slicing software to make sure it's the right size. Let me go ahead and demonstrate real quick. Turn dynamic off, and I'm not going to demonstrate the on. right there, turn transparency on. So as you can see here, you see the model in the center here, right? Right there. See how it's bounded perfectly? Let me turn that off. But as you can see, the box is clipping just, not really clipping, but it's like just touching the edge right there. Boom. See the base right there. So it has to do that. So when I go to this side right here, oh my gosh, well let me right here. There's a 3D print hub right here on the side here. All right. This is what I do to update the size ratio and everything. I have to make sure the bounding box is selected. So when I do this here, I can go ahead and update the size ratio is the first thing you have to do. I choose something here. It doesn't have to be any precise number, but I usually start in like inches, whatever. It's actually pretty small currently right there. It's under an inch in all dimensions. So what I would do is I would go to the side here. I'd click it here. I would look for the widest parts. The widest part is the part right here. I'm going to measure. I want to be like maybe 10 inches wide. Okay. So the ZBrush is very nice because you can go over to the side here. Now you just look for the widest part rate, which is 0.83, which is the wide dimension right there. I click in 10 for 10 inches. I like to put 10.03 or 2 just to make sure that a little bit of shrinkage or whatever will be fine. Boom. I press enter on that. It'll update all the other dimensions. All right. So I got that right there. And basically all I have to do now is I want to make sure I rename all this stuff here on the side here so that when I try to export it or when I try to print it, I know what pieces are which instead of seeing UMesh PM3D Q3D4. I'm like, what is that? So yeah, so I did that. So basically it's going to be about 10 inches wide. So right here it's giving me the exact dimensions right here, which is pretty cool. The exact dimension will be 10.2 inches wide. The height will be, actually I'm not sure what the height is exactly. Let's see what the height is from the side here. So it looks like the height is the larger one of the two smallest ones. So it's almost 7 inches tall. It's almost 7 inches. That's actually, wow, that's actually pretty large. 7 inches, almost 7 inches tall, 6.94, and then the depth of it will be 5.4. You see the number there, but it's essentially 5.4 inches, which is actually pretty decent. Wow, it's actually a very large piece. It's kind of cool. My brother actually mentioned to me that I should make this, and it is awesome. I'm happy he mentioned it. He's the one that plays Destiny 2, and I was like, okay, that looks cool. All right, well, I think that's pretty much it. Let me go ahead and get off of that right there. Let me lighten this back up. But yeah, so that's the piece right there. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. I'm sorry I didn't have it like recorded, like the process recorded. But when I make something like this again in the future, I will try to make sure I record it. I did record that Doom doll, by the way. That was a long time ago, but it's similar to hard surface modeling and sculpting, I guess. But thanks, guys, for stopping by. I hope you guys like it. Leave a comment on maybe other pieces, like, I don't know, other interesting pieces. You could recommend me a sculpt or something, and I'll see if I can get around to it. Like I did with this one, like my brother offered. Like, I'll review it. All right. So yeah. All right. See ya.